In the vast community of Pokemon, there is a smaller, devoted group known as the Draft League community. This community has expanded across many platforms and has reached some of the biggest Pokemon Showdown YouTubers on the site. There have been countless groups created within known as Draft Leagues, where groups of players get together and draft Pokemon that they then prepare and battle each other with on a week-to-week basis, very similar to the NFL. And just like the NFL, some players are immensely more known than others due to skill or personality. And now, the biggest draft league in the community is starting up with some of the best players to ever play. But they aren't just playing for pride. Oh no. They're also competing for a prize pool of $370. So there is money on the line. These players will face off for 8 weeks plus playoffs until one is finally crowned champion and will without a doubt be the very best that no one ever was. So pick a player to root for and enjoy the series. I present to you the DGBA.
And it went
With only 16 spots to fill, the DGBA got over 240 applications. As a result, there were many people that got cut from a chance at competing. It actually ended up causing issues with those that didn't get in. Once the coaches were selected though, a separate coach chat was made from the general chat. One of the group's comedians wasted no time and posted this. Brian started calling out other coaches he would face, and he was also adding random people in the Discord that had nothing to do with him. To this day, no one knew what he was cooking. Now for the single most important aspect in every player's season, and what makes this whole format unique to begin with: the draft. Possibly the only time when everyone is at the same equal excitement about the upcoming season. Each team only had 120 points to spend, and with many absolutely broken Pokemon available, it wasn't as big a deal to many if they got a lower draft pick than they had hoped. Once the order was released, the draft was underway. Luxance, also known as Lux, started it off with a surprising Great Tusk pick over greater threats like Champao and Dragapult. When asked about it, Lux just said it was the only big Mon they haven't had the chance to try, which I respect. After that, the next few picks are all seen as regular picks that are going at the right time. And there's me. I decided to have Iron Bundle be the star of my draft. Quick thing to mention, each team only got 2 Terra Captains that can Terra into any type, but Terra Captain Pokemon cost more than their non-Terra counterparts. Regieleki here being the greatest example of that difference. Usually Regieleki would only be 9 points, but if you want to make it one of your Terra Captains, then you'll have to pay a whopping 25 points instead. No other Mon has a price jump that high, but they all do get pricier. Moving a little forward in the draft, Timber 2 seems to have made a mistake, but the person after them already picked their Mons. Brian and Sablo were both nice about it though, and were cool with Timber changing it up. Well, as it turns out, he didn't actually want to do that. He just wanted to politely mess with Sablo. Looking at another coach, Cheez-Its is a bit of a freak. Look at what he said. Do you hear me shaking my head? My next 2 picks are Mons I personally have been wanting to try. It's a bear and a dancing flower. I just figured my Iron Bundle flip turning into these 2 would be super fun and hopefully powerful enough to crush on a week-to-week basis. But for now, I still haven't decided on which of the 2 I want to be my second Terra Captain. Hopeless was having a hopeless time with their draft being sniped in every which way possible. Beardy really killed it by taking Glimmy and then having the audacity to apologize to Hopeless. Talk about a wheelchair. Beardy then decided to let Spies, a spectator, finish their draft because Beardy seems to have a service situation? I don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Good job, Beardy. Going back to Brian and Sablo, brothers from other mothers, as seen here when Sablo was supposed to be skipped, but Brian refused to let it happen and waited until Sablo was online. Very cute. Astiff, or ASDF, I'm not really sure, found themselves in a little bit of a pickle. See, ground types are always essential to have on your draft. However, Astif just got sniped by Ogobina for the ground type that was so desperately needed. If Sandaconda is all Astif has as an option, they better start cooking up trades with other players. Going back to my own draft, though it looked strong, I felt it was still missing something. Corviknight felt like a strong need for this team, being a bulky steel and a flying type on top of having Defog. I was getting desperate for an electric type too, as not many were left, so I got Toxtricity pretty early as a result. Fairies were also running low, so I felt the need to pick up Florges. If you are paying attention, you can see that my draft is starting to look messy, and I still don't have any rockers. Yikes. In case you didn't know, it is Money Guy's birthday today, one of the coaches in the league, so make sure to comment happy birthday, Money Guy. A tragedy happened between Slick and Slap as they were helping each other's drafts, but mid-DM, Slap got sniped, and Slick was just trying to help. Poor fella. Then, to finish off my draft, I went with these buggers. At the end of the day, I don't know why. My team has some speed issues, all things considered, as well as just looking gross. But I don't plan to just roll over and die. In fact, I'm just getting started. And with trades and free agents on the table, I can still make changes for the better that can turn my entire season around. With the draft coming to a close, only battles with each other lie ahead for all the contestants. I plan to make this a video series for the whole season as it progresses. This series is all of our stories and how we perform in one of the highest levels of competition there is. This is the DGBA.